Hello again and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano. Thank you so much for joining me on this happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you guys are having an awesome week so far. We are officially halfway done it, rocking out. I hope you're rocking out whatever goals, hopes, plans, dreams, ambitions you had and are currently making it happen. Quickly before we get started here, there is new products and free products available from doTERRA up until the 15th of the month. Get the free product of the month. So if you're interested in free stuff, this month it's Cypress. It's great for calming, relaxing, all the fun stuff that needs to happen this summer. So if you're interested in free stuff, definitely reach out to me. Convention tickets are officially on sale. It is going to be in September, so there's a couple months still to get tickets. It's the yearly event. It's such an awesome time. There's so much cool stuff going on. New products, exclusive products, learning about the science behind the oils, why they work, how they work, and stuff like that. So that's an amazing plan. So it's going to be online as well as in person. So if you're interested in learning more about essential oils, how they work with us, why they work for us, what's going on with that, definitely reach out to me. This is not an event you want to miss. I'm super excited for it. Drop me a comment, send me a message, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. That's where I'm going to cut it off right now. I promise you there's so much cool stuff going on over here. I could just keep going on and on and on. But I want to get right into today's topic. I want to talk today about how to have a productive weekend. I got 4 ways here to rock out your weekend, to make sure that it's awesome. And I wanted to do it today, so that so that you guys can have the time to digest the information and make sure that you're putting it to good use, so that when come the weekend, we can really rock out the weekend and we don't have to worry about putting the plans in place and potentially missing our opportunity, right? Because that's it, right? As much as we have a busy week ahead of us, always the weekend is a time where we can we can get stuff done, but we can also relax and restore, right? And that's really what we have to be focusing on, more than anything is how to have a productive weekend so that we do get stuff done as well as take care of ourselves and then really are ready to rock out the week ahead. So this is what I got. I got 4 tips here that help me. Hopefully they help you too. Hopefully get some value out of this, right? Maybe use 1 or 2 of these to help you in your life, and then definitely come and let me know how awesome they were or how much they didn't help, right? I would love to hear the story behind that as well. So, as we just talked about, make a plan. That happens to be my number 1 tip here, and that is really the backbone, if you will, of having a good weekend. You need to make a plan because it just comes and goes faster than we even care to admit, right? As soon as you're done work on Friday, you're like, yeah, all right, really reformed plush. I am just rocking out today, man. I've actually got essential oils on my side, and that's what's really giving me this uplifting mood. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. Up with hope, down with dope. That's what I say right there. That's the thing right there. Once we get done on Friday, right, and then we end up doing 1 or 2 things that we have to do, and all of a sudden it's just Sunday night, and we're like, what the heck is going on here, man? We, it's the weekend has just flown by, and we didn't really get anything that we wanted to get done on top of what already we had planned for the weekend, right? So that's why we need to make a plan, know the plan, stick to the plan, right? And do the plan, right? That's really the only way that we can have a productive weekend, because if the Winston Churchill said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? So that's why you need to make a plan, stick to the plan, and get, have stuff on there that is actually that you need to get done, right? Stuff on there that needs to get done, stuff on there that's fun to do, stuff on there that's relaxing to do, and that's, Winston Churchill was an awful strategist. Well, hey, to each his own, I guess. And that's awesome. I'm glad that you have your own opinion. It's and it's different from mine. Of course, it's going to be different from mine. We can't always have the same opinion. I appreciate that comment. Thank you so much. So that's where we need to just get in our own head, realize what needs to be done, because there is so much on the day, on the weekend that needs to be done, right? You need to do laundry, cooking, grocery shopping, some sort of self-care, right? You need to do, and then, whatever else has to happen, right? Hockey practice and soccer practice and, ballet and movies and fun time and Canada's Wonderland and, you know what I mean? There's so much stuff going on, so that's how we can really get racked up in our brains, and that's why we need to get out of our head, put it on paper, and sex. Yes, definitely make time for some strategic romance with your significant other, or have a plan to get out there and go and find someone that can help you with that. I like that. That's actually that needs to be on your plan as well. Number 2, schedule you time, right? You need to have time to self-care time. You need to have time to wind down. You need to have time to just to be with your thoughts, be in your own, your own mind, your own, you have to have you time, right? So whatever you time means to you, that's, if that means being in a romantic mood with yourself, that's all the power to you, man. You need to schedule you time, right? You need to be able to relax and unwind, because, life as we know it is so, there's so much going on a daily basis. It's really hard for us to even get a minute to ourselves just to even think, right? There's so much going on, and every time you even stop for a second, there's something else that just good for you, man. Every time you finish something else, there's something else that needs to be done, right? So that's why we need to just schedule in you time, right? Time to take care of yourself, because as we just mentioned, as we just went through, once you finish one thing, there's another thing that needs to be done. So once you finish that something, right before, you have scheduled in your plan, you time to take care of yourself, and that, has to be done because it's on the schedule, right? It's in the calendar, it's on the planner, right? It's got to be done. Why are you doing this? I am actually a certified life coach. I provide tips and strategies to help people win every day at their life. So I provide tips that help me to live a healthy, happy life, and I very much hope that you can get some value out of what I'm talking about, and potentially live a better, more fulfilling life than what you are. And if you are living your best life, congratulations to you. That's awesome. I appreciate you being here, taking time out of your awesome schedule that has everything rocking out for it just to be here with me. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And you got to figure out what you time is, right? You time means something different to everybody, right? To some people, it's taking care of themselves. To other people, it's it's a spa day, right? Or to going to the baseball game, right? We went to the baseball game last week. That was an amazing time. Don't you think your tips are just common sense? People are just essentially wasting their money on life coaches. I would argue against that, because life is hard, right? If you could do it by yourself, you very much would do it by yourself, and that's why you need somebody with a little bit of expertise, experience, a little bit, just a sort of a shoulder to cry on, right, if you will. And I mean, if you were learning how to play hockey, you would hire somebody that has value to add to your hockey experience, right? Teach you how to skate, teach you how to shoot, how to fall, how to be around a team environment. So I think that life coaches are actually very much a benefit. Shouldn't they get a proper therapy? Hey, man. Yeah, you know what? They probably could. Therapists cost a lot of money. Some of them cost $1,000 an hour. So if you've got $1,000 an hour to go to a therapist, definitely by all means, go do you, man. That's awesome. And a lot of people don't have $1,000 an hour to go to a therapist. So I mean, hey, you know what? All the power to you, man. If this isn't something for you, no harm, no foul, man. But I know that there's a lot of people that will get benefit from a life coach, somebody that, has something that they want, somebody that can help organize their thoughts, somebody that can progress their life to the next level. And, it's life's hard, man. If you don't, life comes at you more than you know it, right? And sometimes you just need some help. Asking for help is one of the strongest things you can do in your life. If you can't ask for help, then, there's not much that can be done for you. That's something that you need to decide for yourself. But, I'm here to help. If you want help, definitely come to me. I'll talk to you all day, every day. Tip number 3, sleep in. Get some sleep. This is one of the... Normally, there's 2 things that go by the wayside when life gets at you. Nutrition and sleep. Because it's so hard to come home and want to cook food every day, right? Come home after your long day of work, cook food for yourself and your family, and then, cook lunch for tomorrow morning and, all that stuff. And that's one of the things that takes a backseat. The other thing that takes a backseat is sleep. Sleep is one of those things. The National Agency for people that decide that sleep is good say that you need to they recommend 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And if you are not getting that, right, you're just draining from the vault. I like talking to this as like a gas tank, right? So when you have a full gas tank, when you're asleep and you're rested and you're good, you go and you are able to perform, right? Same as your car, right? You got your gas tank, it's full of gas, you're ready to go, let's do it. But as you drive and as you go, your gas gets depleted, right? You lose gas. And that, I feel, is the same way as you with your sleep, right? So if you start today, you get 8 hours, tomorrow you get 7, the next day you get 6, right? The next day you get 5, and then 4. Eventually you're depleting that, that gas, right? That energy stored that we have. So that's where, that's where the weekend can come in, and you can just, you're not going to catch up all at once with sleep, right? So you need to make a conscious effort to get to sleep, stay asleep, have sort of like a bedtime routine. But on the weekend, you can make up for a little bit of that. That's, just sleep so wise. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Yes, actually, I thought that was a wise tip. That's why I brought it up. And so that's where, you can get a little bit more rested during the weekend, so then you can come back and you can actually have the focus and the energy to complete more tasks, right? Tip number 4, and this is actually my favorite thing more than anything. Don't you think that this tip is pretty basic? Hey man, if it was easy, everybody would do it. How many people do you know that get the proper amount of sleep all day, every day, and are functioning at the highest proper level that they can, and are doing the best that they possibly can all the time, and are just happy all the time and chipper always and just love life every minute? I don't know a lot of those people. So I mean, basic, yes, but it's easy to do, and what's easy to do is easy not to do. So hey, everyone who isn't a teenager gets sleep all day, gets the right amount of sleep every day, and is happy with life. So this next tip is meal prepping. Meal prepping is the thing that really makes my life more easy than anything, because as we just talked about, right, there's so much going on a daily basis, all day, every day, and you need to, when you get home from work, you don't want to come home and cook everything and then, make food for the night, make food for tomorrow morning if you do, or not even that, but then if you're going to wake up in the morning, make breakfast for yourself and whoever else is in the household, and then, make lunch for that day, and then come home later on at night and make dinner for the night like that. That's a lot. That's all I'm going to say. That's a lot. And I feel like that's too much for me to do in my everyday life. So that's where I say that it works for me. I have not met somebody that meal prepping doesn't work for. That doesn't mean that it's going to work for everyone, but meal prepping, I promise you, is going to be an easier thing to make your life better than anything else you can do, because it's one less decision that you have to make throughout the week, right? If you've got the food right there ready for you to cook or ready for you to eat, you just have to warm it up, or even if it's like a salad or something, you don't have to warm it up. That's the best possible thing that you can think of, and it makes life in general so much easier. Yes, I will say it's a little bit of work on the Saturday or the Sunday, and I will admit, it is a little bit more than I would like to put in, but when you're talking about the time and effort and energy that it saves me throughout the week is magnified. It's just multiplied so much. And I'm so grateful that I've decided to do the meal prepping. And Tina and I, we do it, every week. We try to do it. You know what? We realize that when we don't do it, it's very hard for us to eat the food that we have and to eat properly, right? And, it's really easy for us to just grab a pizza and call it a day. So meal prepping, I promise you, will make your life so much easier. And if it doesn't, please come back here and tell me that meal prepping made no difference in your life and it actually made your life a little bit more difficult. And I would love to hear the story behind that one. My last thing here, I got a bonus tip for you, is to consider life coaching. As we went over earlier, life coaching is not for everyone. And I do believe that a coach in some aspect of your life is a very beneficial thing to have. Somebody that brings to the marketplace value and expertise and experience that can really help you with the goals that you're trying to achieve in your life. Not everybody is able to do it by themselves. Life is hard. Life comes at you and it hits you like a pile of bricks, whether you're ready for it or not. So that's where life coaching from a certified life coach can actually be beneficial for you in terms of progressing your life further and, opening up doors for you and, just helping to clear your thoughts and get out of your own mind. That was my problem more than anything. That's one of the reasons that I got a coach, was because I was just so up in my head, right? And I thought that I could do it by myself. And when it is one of the toughest things that we do and that we have to do in life is ask for help. And, asking for help does not make you a weak person. It makes you a stronger person. And it actually shows how much you care about bettering yourself and the people around you that you will eventually have an impact on. That's all I got for you for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you guys found some value out of this. I know I had a lot of fun making it. And if you'd like to learn more about essential oils or how to get your hands on some of this cool stuff that I'm talking about, or if you'd like to book a free consultation with a certified life coach, definitely reach out to me, drop me a comment, send me a message, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better week, and I look very forward to talking to you again. I love you guys. Bye for now.